Well, it looked as if it was a very bad night for Declan Ganley here in County Mayo. As you say, he's the leader of the No camp, the anti-Lisbon Treaty camp here in Ireland, and he came fourth in the first count, and this is only a 3-seat constituency. So it looked as if it was game over for Declan Ganley. Then there was a dramatic halt to proceedings. They haven't had a second count here. What on earth is going on? Declan Ganley is with me. Now, you live to fight another day here. There's now going to be a rechecking of the votes.
Well, first of all, this is a proportional representation system here, so it's not like a first past the post as if you come forth, because what they do is the candidates that are eliminated, they redistribute their votes. So there are big chunks of votes there, over 40,000 in some case, that will be reallocated, and we would expect to pick up a lot of those votes, particularly from the No to Lisbon side, which was, for example, Sinn Féin, and some of the Labour allocation as well, because our tally people were telling us that the number twos there were breaking very well to us. But what went on this evening is that the returning officer decided to have a recheck of the bundles of votes. The votes are bundled in bundles of 10,000 each, because we've 4 eyewitnesses that felt that there was possibly some human error late in the evening with the allocation. You can see these bundles here and the way that they're piled up. Those 2 piles there to the right, which have, I think, 70,000 votes or so in them, they were filled by, and at that point, by about 6:30, 7 o'clock, we had 2 bins of votes and other votes still being counted at that time, and they didn't end up there. So we think that there may have been a misallocation just through human error of some of those. So there's a recheck in the morning.
So let's cut to the chase. In terms of transfers, everyone else told me that you had no chance of getting in on transfers. Do you now have a chance of getting in because of this misappropriation of votes?
Well, I'm not saying that there was a misappropriation of votes. This is the returning officer that has decided to do a recheck in the morning. But the transfer situation, absolutely, there is a decent chance, because the transfers, particularly if you take the Sinn Féin transfers, we would do, and we were doing pretty well out of them, our tally people that were checking, because that was a No to Lisbon vote as well. Not in places like Galway and Mayo, but the border counties were transferring pretty decently to us. And in the Labour, the majority of the Labour Party had voted no as well. They seem to be transferring well to us.
It's very complicated, but the bottom line
PR is complicated.
You live to fight another
yeah,
day, and
that's true.
This count will continue again at 9 o'clock tomorrow.